start with Moses' prayer. اللهم اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. محمد عليه السلام prayer. اللهم أدخلني مدخل الصدق وأخرجني مخرج الصدق واجعل لي من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا. آمين. Yesterday we finished in the Old Testimony, Genesis 33, and it was mainly about the devil trying to normalize protesting or bowing to human or anything else. The devil, the idol. So he said that Jacob did it to a leader. No, we should feel equal. Human are equal. So nobody will bow except to the Lord, the Creator of. Otherwise, the leader is a servant. He serves the nations. Leader not to be worshipped or to be majestified. No. Leader just a servant. He is put in position to serve the nations, to make sure the fairness is there, everything is done according to God's laws. That's the real job of leader, not to be tyrant and make people like Pharaoh worship him and bow to him. Today, 34. The rape of Dinah. Dinah, the daughter whom Leah had born to Jacob, went out to visit some of the women of the land. When Shechem, son of Hamor, the Hivite, the leader of the region, saw her, he seized her and lay with her by force. He was strongly attracted to Dinah, daughter of Jacob, and was in love with the young woman, so he spoke affectionately to her. Shechem said to his father Hamor, "Get me this young woman for a wife." Meanwhile, Jacob heard that Shechem had defiled his daughter Dinah, but since his sons were out in the field with his livestock, Jacob kept quiet until they came home. Now Hamor, the father of Shechem, went out to discuss the matter with Jacob. Just as Jacob's sons were coming in from the field, when they heard the news, the men were indignant and extremely angry. Shechem had committed an outrage in Israel by lying with the Jacob's daughter. Such a thing is not done. Hamor appealed to them, saying, "My son Shechem has his heart set on her daughter, on your daughter. Please give her to him as a wife, intermarry with us. Give your daughters to us and take our daughters for yourself. Thus you can live among the land is open before you settle and move about freely in it and acquire holding here." Then Shechem applied to Dinah's father and brother, "Do me this favor, and whatever you ask from me I will give, no matter how high you set the bridal price and gift. I will give you whatever you ask from me, only give me the young woman as a wife." So here we benefit the wisdom of the father of the raper, how he want to solve the problem of raping by taking her as a wife to his son who raped her. This is wisdom, but it depends if the daughter wants him, because if you force also the force the couple to be together. If they don't love each other, what will happen? Unhealthy family. And their children, for example, if the husband is forced, he will put his guilt on the woman. He will hate her, he will hit her. And this is for all their life. So the children will be in a violent family where they will be criminal and psychologically unstable. So you make sure that also the raper really love her and the woman agree to marry him. This is the wisdom. Revenge of Jacob's son. Jacob's son replied to Shechem and his father Hamor with glee, speaking as they did, because he had defiled their sister Dinah. They said to them, "We are not able to do these things to give our sister to an remove 14 because circumcision is not required. This is from the devil. Enter it in the teaching. Only on this condition will be agreed. So 15 no. 16, then we will give you our daughter. 16 remove. 17, but if you do not listen. 17 remove. 18, their proposal pleased Hamor and his son Shechem. Well, the proposal also 18 remove. The young man lost no time in acting on the proposal. Let's say they agree or to be following the teaching of Jacob, of God, the teaching, but not the teaching of the circumcision. This is added by the devil. The teaching is to worship God, the Creator, in the heaven alone, no association. And for human to human, don't rape, don't kill, don't steal. So this is God covenant. So they agree, the Shechem and his father agree to follow God covenant, the teaching of Jacob, and this is the proposal. The young man lost no time in acting on the proposal since he wanted Jacob's daughter. Now he was more highly regarded than anyone else in his father's house. So Hamor and his son Shechem went to the gate of their city and said to the men of their city, "These men are friendly toward us. Let them settle in the land and move about in it freely. There is ample room in the land for them. We can take their daughters in marriage and give our daughters to them, but only on this condition will the men agree to live with us and form one people with us, that every male among us." Remove 22. That they will agree with God covenant. That is no, you don't worship but only one God, no association. The God in heaven who created us. The devil is not your God. Idol is not your God. Leader is not your God. Jesus is not your God. Ali is not your God. God is the creator in heaven. We worship him alone, no association. This is the agreement of the covenant of God. All who went out of the gate of the city listened to Hamor and his son Shechem. On the third day, while they were still in pain, two of Jacob's sons, Simon and Levi, brothers of Dinah, each took his sword, advanced against the unspecific city, and massacred all the males after they had killed Hamor and his son Shechem. With the sower they took Dinah from Shechem's house and left. Then the other son of Jacob followed up and slaughtered and sacked the city because their sister had been defiled. They took their sheep, cattle, and donkeys, whatever was in the city and in the surrounding country. So, this is, we said before, this is how the wisdom people act. They act in agreement and they contain the problem. Also, to overcome the devil always have a door. He's doing the same strategy since 4,000 years ago. Same strategy to make fight, to make people fight. واستفزز منهم مس واستفزز من استطعت منهم بصوتك واجلب عليهم بخيلك ورجلك وشاركهم في الأموال والأولاد وعدهم وما يعدهم الشيطان إلا غرورا. This is the devil always will provoke you by his sound. He have a sound. Some people, the doctors especially, psychic doctor, they will say the sound and whatever you see is only because of your psychological problem, the hallucination and the delusion. Not always this is the thing. Sometimes it is not. It is not from actually what happened in the hallucination and delusion. It is a chemical imbalance by drugs will make you see and hear. So not always you categorize it to psychological issue. Sometimes you can see jinn. Sometimes you can hear the jinn. The jinn talk. Yes, if you don't know, because you never experience black magic. Black magic it make you hear the jinn and also see them. You can see them. So not always you jump and you tell that this person is have psychiatric problem. Sometimes it is the devil. He is the Iblis, Lucifer, one of the jinn. He is made of fire, and also his demons, the jinn, who is not all jinn is demon. Some of them they are good people, salihin, righteous, but there is a lot of them is demons. That's why God said, Shayateen insi wal jinn. So from human there is devil, devilish heart and soul. And also from the jinn. So the devil used the same trick since 4,000 years. What he did, he provoked, seduce first Shechem to rape the daughter of Jacob, then provoke her boys in the family that you have now to fight. So he whispered by his voice and by his imagination and standing over the thing until it will be done. This is how the devil do it. So these people who is unfortunately weak and cannot um, overcome the provocation of the devil. They did the fight, they stole, they killed Shechem and his father, they stole their cattle, and they took their sheep, cattle, and donkeys, whatever was in the city. And in the surrounding country, they carried off all their wealth, their children, and their women, and looted whatever was in the house. Jacob said to Simon and Levi, you have brought trouble upon me by making me repugnant to the inhabitant of the land, the Canaanite, and the Perizzite. I have so few men that if these people unite against me and attack me, I and my household will be wiped out. But they retorted, should our sister be treated like a prostitute? So you have to, after the devil give you a reason for fight, like here the the whispering of the devil was saying, look at your sister, she is a prostitute, she's a victim, she was raped. So this is how the devil bring it in deception and lies. So what you have to do, you have to, one, put water on you when the you feel angry because of what the devil told you, you are provoked, put water, wudu, wash, remember God, say anything you remember God with. Either God is the greatest, God is holy, whatever you remember, read. If you also want to read قل أعوذ برب الفلق قل أعوذ برب الناس قل هو الله أحد الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم. So I took Kursi. If you cannot also remember or you don't read the Quran, you are Bible reader, remember any verses that great God and ask protection from the devil. Change the place. So we said so far three way to avoid the provocation of the devil. Wash, remember God, change the place. Yani, for example, somebody make you angry, tell him 1 minute, I'll come back. Then you go another place, either bathroom or anywhere, take a break. When you come back, you will feel less provoked. Or give him appointment. Say, I cannot discuss this today. Let's discuss it after 1 week. You can postpone also discussion, so you will not start fight. The fourth one, put your mind higher and soul. Put it higher. How you make it higher? See the big picture. After you are provoked and fight, what will happen? People die, people lose their loved one, lose their places. So when you look at the big picture of the sequences, help yourself by elevating your mind, your soul, and your also heart. Soften your heart, have mercy. In these ways, you can overcome the devil. See you another time.